Hello, hello, hello. Um, just wanted to pop on here because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've posted. I have recorded, but like not as consistently as I have wanted. So let me not insinuate as if I have been. It's a new year, okay? It's a new year. We got if you know, those who know, the new year is coming around April. Okay. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's okay. A line where, you feel you resonate. And yeah, if you feel that in this life, you're content, always knowing that, always celebrating holidays that could have deeper meanings than they would like to tell us, or just realizing that certain things that we've been taught are not what they are. So that's kind of how I feel about New Year's. Let me wrap that up as quickly as I can. I'm trying, but like at the end of the day, if you know, you know, and that's where I am. That's where I align. So I've just been kind of I'm not really on no fresh type energy right now. I'm more of just continuing on with the energy I was already kind of on before the year ended out. And as the new year approaches, for new mind, and not going to get into it. Anyway, as that time approaches, that's more of where I'm going to be moving and transitioning into certain goals that I've been setting and working towards, and all of these different things that I'm really grateful for. I'm extremely freaking grateful for. There's so many unorthodox ideas and like feelings and things that like are just coming through that scared the crap out of me, though it's in a beautiful way because I know it's God. It just could be tricky. There are holes. I still, fall in holes every now and then. That could feel just a little dark, almost like old patterns trying to just kind of pull me back into where they are. And I'm not going to let them win. Regardless if I slip, it's all right. I'm going to get up. Okay? So, and if you know, you know. So, I'm continuing to move with that. I'm grateful to still be here. I'm continuing to stay positive, and I hope that you guys are continuing to stay positive as the new year and new things begin to unravel. Because regardless of if it's, a true new year, there's still a lot of energy in the air that is really fresh and the beginning of things. So flow with that. It doesn't have to be where, you're sticking to the labels that everybody else is sticking to. If you understand the truth behind it, that's really all that matters. Unless you are using words that hold power to things that do not align for you. You could defer or delay, because you're just telling the universe, yeah, send that to me, and that's not what you want. You just feel like, well, I know what this word means, but like, I'm making it something else. It's like, yeah, sometimes that could work, but there are some things that it's like, no, baby, you need to switch that whole word around. You need to use a whole nother word because that word is telling the universe the wrong thing. And no, we don't need that. So, yeah, I'm continuing to move on that. I'm gonna go get a little money today. Thought it was gonna snow, but it decided not to quite yet. So I'm gonna get in where I fit in, while God is continuing to allow me to see everyday pieces of where I'm going next, and what are my next steps. Truly. And it's really crazy for me because it's like I already was not supposed to be talking about a lot of stuff. So now it's just I've been reaffirmed that like I'm still not supposed to be talking about it. And that's really why it's been hard for me to articulate what to actually talk about, because God doesn't want me, what to actually share, because God does not want me to share it. I'm not supposed to be talking about. I'm just supposed to be doing. And so I'm going to get to doing and share with you guys the lessons along the way, and I think that that's more where God's been trying to get me to reside. There are certain things that I have wanted to just release, though, for a long time, for years. And I do believe that I'm going to get to release it, and that he's walking me closer to that, figuring out the platform and all of these different things to release what I feel God has wanted me to release, but though what is needed to be released for me. Because there's no, we all should get the room to share our stories, okay? And that's what I think people have missed, is that you don't control somebody else's story, and you don't control if they get to share it or not, or how they should go about sharing that. That's the same thing with me. I don't get to control how someone else gets to share their story. I must respect and understand that if they share their story and I look like a villain in their story, then that's what I look like. That's their perception and that's their story. But I know who I am. And I know that at the end of the day, my intentions were not what they, perceived. That just wasn't what it was. But I can't take away that their perception, their reality, had them seeing me in a villain type perspective. And that's just what it is. And I'm learning to accept that more and more, because it's always been something that's been projected onto me throughout my life, that I'm a villain, though there's no clear understanding of what made me the villain. I'm just supposed to accept the fact and apologize for something that I don't even understand. How am I supposed to stop doing something messed up if no one ever really tell me what I did that's messed up? Anyway, though, I'm figuring it out and moving effectively. I don't apologize for it, but I'm kind of getting tired of doing this. But I don't want to put too much on I just want a little bit. But anyway, it was just a lot, and I'm at the point where it's like I'm grateful that I've reached this point. I went through what I went through to see what I needed to see, to understand pieces of 733, what I need to do, to align more and more with the purpose that God has given me. And I'm just grateful enough to know pieces of what that purpose is. So yeah, I'm gonna keep moving with that. And I'm at a point where God has removed and relinquished enough, if not all, snakes that I could have had around me. All people or things that were around me that genuinely were not good for me, genuinely did not really, deal with me for real, did not understand or value me. Let's just say that in a nutshell. I wasn't valuable to them for real. I was only valuable to them when they wanted me to be valuable, and me as a person individually, just valuable in general. And I found a lot of people that I lost extremely valuable. I still feel like they're valuable people, though I have to understand that the light of valuableness, I saw like the ratio of how valuable they were to me has diminished. And I have to understand that it's okay, it hurts like crap, though, like, my discernment was turned down on really like taking people for who they show you that they are, and it's not even that that's all they can be, because that's the person that I would see people's flaws, but look at their potential and talk to them about certain things that I would think, and yeah, I would take away from their response that they understood and wanted to be better than, only to just be reminded that it's on their time. You know, like you can peep something about someone and it be extremely toxic. Talk to them about it. Be patient. Love them unconditionally through it. Though you need to understand it is their choice if they ever change it for real. If they ever do anything with it. And if they decide that they're not going to and they're going to continue to do things that are out of their lower self, you have to understand that, one, if you stay too long, that's on you. That's on you because you've always seen it in them. Two, you need to get out of there. You need to leave it where it's at. It doesn't mean you got to be disrespectful. It doesn't mean that it has to be, you know, you got to do something low vibrational for that get back. You need to take accountability to the aspect that you are in control of yourself, and you did not want to recognize that, regardless of if they have the capability of fixing something or being better, you had the capability to give it space and leave them alone until they figured that out, especially if they were not showing that you are valuable enough, that you are valuable. You are so valuable that they want to get, how am I trying to say this? Especially if they do not see your worth, to know that whatever you are bringing to them, whatever you could be pointing out, is something that could affect your livelihood, something that could bother you, traumatize you, affect you, you know, and if they don't fix that, it could cause some real discomfort. It could cause some real issues in your life. And if you are not adamant about making sure that you either control yourself or putting yourself around them, or you express to them to give them the opportunity to fix that and show you that they know your value, that they value you, if you don't do that, you know what I'm saying? It's on you, you know, like it's like getting upset at people because they didn't want to better themselves for you is like, what the hell? No. If you don't want to better yourself for me, then fine. You know, I don't even really want you to better yourself for me. Not even really. I don't want people who better themselves for me. I want you to better yourself because you want it for you. That's the only way that shit gonna ever be genuine for real. Like, it's not genuine if you only bettering yourself for the other person. If they inspire you to want to better yourself for you, then that's different. But inspiring you to better yourself for them, that's not gonna end that well. It's not going to end that well. But you can use it if you would like, if you have enough discernment, control, and discipline to be like, okay, well, I'm going to start off bettering myself for you, though I'm going to transition into bettering myself for me. Go ahead. You know, like, I'm not going to put a cap on you and say you can't do it. I'm going to just say that, like, that's some hard shit. So it's best to just do it for you, you know, and those who align. And I'm figuring those things out more and more, and just continuing to move with that all, and understand that I'm really hitting a precipice where, like, yeah, like I feel like I can genuinely breathe, and that's not even to be disrespectful. It's just what it is. I had a lot of people around me that I was catering to because of how much I valued them, and I didn't know that I was doing that. I didn't know that I was putting myself and betraying myself on the back burner because they kept doing weird things that I kept trying to address. They kept moving in odd ways. Their energy was off, and they didn't want to tell me about it. They didn't want to be honest, and I have to be honest with the fact that there's still a lot of people who connected with me, got perceptions about me, and they're not honest enough to say it. And I can see it in you. Like, I can see that you have an issue with something that you're not confident to talk about. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. I'm just going to move accordingly, and there's no hard feelings. There is none. I'm tired of wasting time waiting for people to wake up and be like, Kaylin was really my friend. Kaylin really fought with me. Yes, I did. But I ain't waiting on it no more. I'm not waiting on it no more. Forget it. I gave a lot away to that. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But we not playing no games, no mind games on that no more. Because I'm trying to figure out if you fuck with me. If it feel off, that it seem like you ain't cool with me, that is fine. I'm just going to move accordingly. There's no reason to talk about it. There's no reason to do any of that. I just really at a point, I want to be peace. I want to be at peace. I'm tired of being in chaotic situations. And people who wanted me to be at peace did not even realize that they caused almost the most chaos. And let me not even say people who wanted me to be at peace, okay? Because people who didn't want me to be at peace, they damn sure caused a lot of chaos, about equal to them. But like, people who just really wanted my attention in ways that they were not being honest with, wanted me in certain ways that they were not being honest with, etc., it blew back on them because it was just like, it made you move in ways that was just hard for you to even accept, looking back at. And some people just didn't really fuck with me. They just fuck with parts of me. So they had to get caught up in the aspect of, you keep flickering and you're not mindful of your energy. Like, you're not mindful of how you look for real. So you're going to be exposed eventually, you know. The ones that really was cool with me, they just didn't want to expose how much, like, they really, like, wanted me to do what they wanted. They wanted me how they wanted me, when they wanted me, and they didn't really want to talk about that. And I'm the type of person that I'll talk about it, because there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to talk about it. You know, it just means, it doesn't guarantee you're going to get what you want when we're talking about it, though. To try and move through it, you could get what you want, maybe, but possibly not. Let's talk about it. But, yeah, it just is what it is. I'm at the point now that I want to walk more and more in magic and God, and just worrying about my own life. Okay, yes, I want to help people. I do, though. I want to help me too, and I feel like the best way to help me is through people. Though there's discernment, I keep forgetting myself in people, almost because I would not really accept them for how they wanted to show up, the decisions and the choices that we continue to make. It's almost like I didn't want to accept that, you know, you do low vibrational things and you continue to get caught in low vibrational choices that you keep making against the people you're saying you love, though I keep choosing to continue to align with you as if one day you're going to wake up and stop doing that. Even though we keep talking about how you should stop doing that, you won't. You know, you express how you don't like that, or honestly, sometimes some people won't even admit to how they do weird shit that other people, they will quickly point out. But as soon as it show up with them, it's almost like everybody's supposed to be okay with them doing that weird shit, but everybody else need to fix their weird shit. And I'm not with that. I'm not with that. No. Don't fix your mouth to call somebody else out in no wild ass motherfucking way if you not gonna hold the mirror to yourself and look right back at the fact that you do that shit too, or worse, or something else. That at the end of the day, you don't have no room to judge nobody about how they moving. That's it. So that's where I'm at this year. I'm gonna speak my piece how I speak my piece. I'm not gonna put myself in any situations to betray myself and be around people that at the end of the day have made it clear that you will switch your energy on me, making me question myself as if I did something when no, it's you. You have a problem with you. And I'm triggering it. Because if I really did something to you, I don't know many people that have people do wrong to them. Okay? If I really did something wrong to you, why is it so hard for y'all to tell me what I did wrong? Why is it so hard for me to ever know for real, or really hear what I did to somebody? Why it take so long for people to cultivate their words to tell me how they feel about me? It take me a minute because I'm trying not to embarrass you. I'm seeing some weird shit right now, and it might make you feel real cringe that another person saw this and is coming to you, probably don't know you from a can of paint, probably ain't even really known you like that, and I'm looking at you and I'm like, you know that I saw you do that weird shit? I might say it in a way nicer way, but yeah, I saw you. Are you going to continue to do that? It's just now I'm on some like Monique. Like, if you're going to do weird stuff like that, okay, there's one or two choices. If you didn't see where you went wrong, then, okay, we cannot align. We do not need to be friends. And we're not. Because if you can do that to them and not see that you did that, you will do that to me. You will. And I've seen it at this point. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing else. I've seen it. The car lights went off. Sorry. But ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. I done seen it with my own eyes. I ain't got my own ass beat because I didn't want to accept the fact that people will show you who they are right in front of you and then burn you by the same things that they showed you and then act like you should have known better. And that shit is like, and not even on no bold way, just kind of move as if you should have known that they was gonna move like that. And it ain't nothing for them to address. Okay. That is so fine. If that's how you feel, keep it that way. Just stand 10 toes on that. When it come back, please stand 10 toes. Don't let them knees buckle, bruh. Don't let them knees buckle. Okay? Like, don't. Stand tall. Put your chest out. Okay? Look to God. Because you did this. You made that choice. And you said you cool with the consequences. You don't care. You don't care how I blow back. Because the choices that you make are the choices that you make. So be comfortable. We did. And that's what I have to understand myself. My choices is the choices that I made. And regardless of that, I'm taking accountability for the moves that I made and adjusting, however, accordingly. I'm ready to bring in and align with people who really for me and want to build and be good people and be their best selves. We all got God in us. I don't know why people tripping on accessing that. But I do understand that it could have something to do with your experience and what you went through. I do understand that, but I don't and no longer will give room for people who are grown, continuing to grow. You see how you moving in weird ways, but yet you want to continue to show up in them weird ways. Like, what? You want people to excuse the fact that you went through some wild things that have caused you to act or respond in the way that you do, and you feel like you get to continue to do that because of what? No, I'm not letting you get away. Your feelings are always going to be valid. Everybody's feelings are valid. What you doing with them feelings is not. What you doing with them feelings is not. Especially, it's only not valid if what you're doing with those feelings is hurting people and causing chaos in low vibrational ways. It is never okay to do anything messed up to somebody else. It just isn't. I'm never going to make anybody feel like it is. And I just feel like there's a lot of people that will avoid me because they knew that I was not in the business of making you feel better about doing low vibrational shit. Talking about people, just doing things that just isn't in alignment with bettering yourself or doing right by people. If you don't want to be done wrong, if you don't want people to do wrong to you, why are you even doing any type of wrong to them? I'm just really not understanding it. I do get that we all mess up, but there are some things people are getting caught in and exposed that is just like, what in the world were you even doing over there? And to even be over there and then in another area acting like you are a good person or that you do right by people or you care or you genuine, that shit messed up. That shit messed up. You are bamboozling people, making people think that they can trust you, they can confide in you. They are safe and they are unsafe. They are unsafe. And I'm done with it. I'm no longer going to sit by and watch people be in unsafe environments and I'm like sitting idly by, and I'm not going to be in unsafe environments myself. Period, point blank. I'm done with it. And this ain't exclusive. This is like the wrap up of the last, like, since 2020. Since 2020, God been pulling these things out and trying to tell me, and I cannot say that I was listening for real. I heard God. I'm not going to say that I just really was not. I wanted what I wanted. I wanted to be around the people I wanted to be around. I wanted to build with the people that I wanted to build with. I wanted to ignore the flaws and the things that they carry in certain situations and sugarcoat and talk about it this way and talk about it this way rather than just ripping the goddamn Band-Aid off and just being like, hey, so this is happening. You did this or blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. So, like, what we doing about it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people you love, like, you ride for the people you love, okay? You let them know and you hold them accountable. It's not your job. But you damn sure shouldn't be around the people you love and you can't talk to them for real. You can't tell them about themselves. You don't, and it's not you telling them about themselves, tearing them down. You telling them about themselves because they looking crazy. They looking crazy and you love them. And you don't want them out there looking fucking crazy. So if I got to tell you the hard thing, if I got to tell you that you stink, so that you don't go out in the world and stink up everybody else's room without knowing that you stink, then I'm going to tell you that you stink. Why? Because I love you. And I think people misconstrue me a lot. Not even I think. I know. But I have to understand that they were not in alignment with me. And more than likely will never be in alignment with me again. Just, that's it. That's all. We can change our mind. We can change our energy. So yes, there is a such thing as healing. Yes, there is such thing as forgiveness. There is a such thing as realignment. There's all these different things. But I have to understand that me honestly thinking that way really had me keeping the wrong people around me. And it doesn't mean that the way I was thinking was wrong. It just means that there's a balance to this shit. And that's what I'm working on now. That's what I'm understanding, building my discernment, and have been, to release, let go, not entertain, whatever. But I'm going to speak my piece. And you can believe or feel like she's still on, hung up, whatever. No. Actually, I really think that it's beautiful that I'm at a point where this is the time that I feel confident in speaking my piece. Because when I say during all those times, I was a little nervous to let my piece out, feeling like I wasn't over it. I had not let it go. I'm still beat up about it. Nah, it's really like, I really am there's a lot of things that are freshly happening. So it's just kind of like filtering it. You know what I'm saying? You can't really rush healing. So I'm not going to be that type of person to say like, oh yeah, like I let it all go. No. There's a lot of shit that I have let go. If it gets triggered, it gets triggered. But that don't mean I haven't healed and understood what needs to be understood. Okay? It just means at the end of the day, that's something, and I just got more healing to do. But I ain't hung up on these things. And I'm realizing that more and more. The more that I realize that, like, I just got to take my power back, because I really gave power to letting certain things that was just never me define me. And I'm done with that now. I'm done with that, This video wasn't supposed to be this long, though at the end of the day, I had not taken a moment to. So I might just post it just to post it. Just because it's 26 minutes and most people are not really probably going to watch it. And that's fine. At the end of the day, those who align will align. That's how it's going to continue to flow. Like, regardless of if y'all showing up or not right now, you will. The ones who align will. Because God has always told me that. I was the one delaying it and playing around. So I can't really be upset that it's taking people a minute, or some people not aligning or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that. God told me that you coming. It's just when He told me to do it, I didn't do it. So now God's telling me, okay, it's all right, because it's never too late to do it and get it done, okay? So I'm getting it done. I'm doing it and getting it done at the pace that I can to do it and get it done. Trying not to overwhelm myself, trying not to get imposter syndrome, trying not to do all of these different things that I was hung up on in the past and felt like, I wasn't good enough for, or I was going through too much, or I wanted to be a certain type of person before I did. And I am healed. Like, there's a lot of shit I have healed, and a lot of people try and sit here and make it seem like I haven't, but they don't even know me for real. Like, they just been around me, and I have to be honest with the fact that I had people around me that did not even know me. I was trying to get to know them, like, for real, over and over again, only to realize that I wasted my time, and I'm coming out of stuff not really knowing people. How I knew them was the same way that I understand people. I can read energy. I can pick up details. I can learn a person just by listening, being around, paying attention to how you move. I don't have to know your whole story for real. Your story does help. Doesn't mean that I know everything about you, but I could call some things. I just saw an eagle, okay? I could call some things. God be showing me stuff, and people will play me, make me feel like I did not see what I saw. No, because you ain't comfortable with yourself yet. All right? When you comfortable with yourself, then I'll be around your ass, because then you'll stop deflecting and making me second guess my intuition like I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing. We're not about to do that. We're not about to continue to do that. So I'm continuing to make adjustments, blocking, removing, addressing, like whatever it needs to be done, because it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal at this point. I'm tired. Tired of doing all the work in friendships with people who act like they like me, but they actually really don't. I was doing a lot of work in a lot of friendships that really just like, they really did not fuck with me. And it really had to expose that they was really in other rooms talking about that. Look at me in my face like, I love you so much. Oh my God, you're so great. And it's like, oh my God, you would be shocked at how much love was being thrown in my face. Then as soon as the door closed, but we don't fuck with her like that. She really blah, 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 blah. I understand. And if it was different, if I'm wrong, it sucks. Because I tried my damnedest to see if I was wrong before solidifying where I am now. And I just have to understand that this is what it is. If you wanted it to be something else, you would have been an adult and came and talked about it like I've always wanted to. There's not one situation where I never wanted to talk about it. There's not one. I'm not the type. It's just people do not want to talk about it and then want to blame it on me and make it seem like I'm doing too much. No, you're doing too little. Go sit down. Go sit down because you don't even want to be up right now. So go sit down. I'll leave it alone and just understand that the consequences are I do not have to affiliate with you. I do not have to address you. I do not have to acknowledge you. You do not have to acknowledge me. I really do not understand why people will do weird shit to people and then have the audacity to expect them to want to acknowledge them, be around them, hang with them, talk to them, follow them, whatever. If I want to remove you from my life, that's my privilege because you decided to move with me and disrespect me and act like I was no value in yours. That's it. I do not understand why this is like it's an issue. It should not. You moved as if I was nothing. Now let me disappear as if I'm nothing. Come on. I know I'm not. You thought I was. Let me go on about my business. Sit with the bed you made. That's it. But, no hard feelings. It's not personal. It's not personal, baby. The love is still there. Like, I still got love for a lot of people. I still got love for the ones. I got even more love for the ones to come. I got love for myself. I love me more than you, because that's how it's supposed to go. For me to truly love you unconditionally, I must love myself unconditionally. And that's just 31. We got 31 minutes. Though, I don't know what I'm going to do with this video, but it's here. It's here. I love you guys. You guys have a great rest of your night, okay? Stay positive. Keep God in alignment, and remove the ones who you don't feel in alignment with. If you feel something off, if you second guessing, if you don't think they're your friend, if you think that they're talking about you, if you don't think that they rock with you, I'm trying to tell you, more than likely you on to something. Because you should not feel off about anybody who's your friend. You should not have to second guess. You should not have to think, double think. If you're doing it, I'm trying to tell you something's in the energy. You need to have a conversation. You need to do something. Okay? If they keep gaslighting, leave it. Because I had a bunch of gaslighters. Almost every person I confronted gaslit me. Gaslit me, told me I wasn't seeing what I was seeing, tried to flip it back on me, manipulation, passiveness, everything. I'm telling you, they tried it. They tried it. But I just let them have it because at the end of the day, in the past, I would have went back and forth with a lot of people trying to prove my point. But now I'm just at the point, you got it, baby. You got it. Because you clearly don't value me at all. You know what I'm saying? I would never sit here and let somebody else sit here and blame themselves for a relationship ending when you know damn well that you was moving different on them. But the only people who do that are people who are weak-minded. People who actually cowards. They are not the strong ones. They're not. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating because those are the ones I want to help even more. Because I empathize for you. I'm starting to feel bad. I've always feel bad. Not even starting to feel bad. I'm starting to feel less bad about it because the fact that I was feeling so bad was the reason I got my ass handed to me. And so, no, we're not doing that no more. I empathize for you, but there's limits, nigga. You are literally adding to this bed. I do not understand. I do not understand. You are in control of your choices and you are still choosing to make the choices that you know lead you to where you at. I do not understand what you think anybody else is about to do, but we're not about to continue to pick you up and drag you along when you have the capabilities, mental stability to figure it out. Okay? Like, no. I need to give people their intelligence back because I keep trying to take it. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video because it's like, well, I take it subconsciously because I want to feel bad for them and think maybe they didn't learn it or maybe they weren't told it or blah, 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 blah. And that's taking their intelligence away. You was told. You was told. Because more than likely, I couldn't even be friends with a lot of people for as long as I've been friends with them. If they're, close, in close proximity with them, if they are dealing with things that are causing them to do low vibrational shit. They're saying a lot of things that are not intellectual, etc. And there's no helping it. I'm not able to consistently put myself around energies like that. It can bother me. And if it's not something that mentally you're dealing with, something you can't control, it bothers me even more. I do understand when people can control things. When people can't control things. I do get that wholeheartedly. But I'm not about to sit here and explain that to people. If you don't believe me, that's not my problem. I just know that the ones who click, they got all their limbs, they got all their cells, they doing things, they can work, they can drive their own car, they can pay their own bills, they can have conversations, they can have boyfriend, girlfriends, they can do all of this stuff, but like somehow you just aren't able to grow up spiritually. No, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. I have no more sympathy and empathy for people who continue to stay complacent in movements like that. Because no, you have every opportunity to grow the fuck up, and you decide to stay where you at, or make excuses and make it seem like you get to be what you get to do, treat people the way you get to treat people because of what you went through. And it's like, if you know half the shit I went through, I'm just really trying to understand, like, why the fuck did I have to fix my shit and be a better fucking person when people did me the way down to my pops? So I'm just trying to understand. I got rights to be angry about a lot of shit, but I have to fix that. I gotta fix the anger because that's not me. That does not define me. I am love. I am God's child. So I do not understand why people feel like they just get away with this shit. But like, that's fine in your experience. In your experience. You damn sure ain't about to come over here in mine and think that you about to do that weird shit. You can have it. You can have it. So, yeah. That's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at with that. And I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for all of it because I would not be who I am today without all these situations happening. I'm so grateful for the ones who did what they did. Thank you. Thank you. Truly. I really will say that to y'all face. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Y'all have a smooth rest of your night. I love you, though I love me more. And I will align when we align. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy if this video doesn't end up on my TikTok set. It ends up somewhere else. So, I don't know. It just feels that way. It's just starting to feel that way. But, all right. Talk soon.